Right now I'm just loading up the van. Loading up the van. Let's see. Our objectives: prevent ghosts from hunting the crew. See, find evidence of paranormal EMF, and detect ghost presence with motion sensor. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. But it's never that easy. $17, $18. Boy, you scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. That just scared the shit out of me. 17, 12, 14. 17. Boogie on down. So right now, I might think it could possibly be a gym because it waited to do an event till I turned that power breaker on. And that's usually what gyms do. You turn that breaker on and you try to find their room. They throw their event fast as hell. That's my thoughts though. It might not be a gym. Is it still this room though? Hopefully it is. I mean, this room is reading 10, 9, and out here in the hallway, what is it? 18, yeah, it's this room. Alright. Try spirit box. Where are you? How old are you? 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 So EMF level 5. So EMF 5. It's touching doors and it's not leaving handprints. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross you out. Right now it's giving EMF 5. It gave EMF 5. It isn't doing. That's a fucking shame. Well, it's a Raiju, and I've already told this fucking lesson before. If it doesn't give ultraviolet, but it's giving you a ghost orb and EMF 5, it's not gonna be a Nobake. Because ultraviolet is forced evidence for Nobake. That's a damn shame. Well, alright, I need to just prevent it from hunting with a crucifix. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all the electronics out the house except this. I need to walk through that doorway. Get that and get a couple pictures. The best way to me to deal with a Raiju is not to, like, the minute I find out it's a Raiju, I usually take all the equipment out the house. Well, all the equipment I don't need out the house, so I can go ahead and... Damn, you're not gonna let me put this motherfucker on the hook. Okay, there you go. But it's, what I do is I take everything out the house, so it doesn't have anything. Especially, like, I gotta get pictures and shit now. So I need to go ahead and grab a camera and then walk through the door. That shit, thank God. Okay, calm down. I know I'm taking everything out the crib and you don't like that, but calm down. But the best course of action to me, or what I do, take everything out. And after I take everything out the house, I go ahead and set up to take pictures and shit, get pictures. And then I've tried to bring the camera back with me, but if I can't, I just drop the camera just in case it goes ahead and tries to hunt. Because if it hunts, that's not no fun for anybody involved, especially me. Because that means I have a higher chance of dying than I'd rather not die. So if I just basically brought all my equipment back, I usually just leave my equipment. I don't give a fuck about bringing them back. But since I know what it is and I know what kind of ghost it is and it thrives off shit like that, I might as well bring it back in the house. Not the house, but to the car. Now I just need to grab 2 more items and I'm gonna go ahead and set up some salt. Got this. And I'm gonna set up some salt and the crucifix in there because I need to burn it. This is the cost of going for a perfect fucking game, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it, because I like to do it, but it's like, I don't know. I'm just surprised people have hard times going for perfect games solo or on higher difficulties. Like, I feel like once you get used to pro, you honestly should just go ahead and move up to nightmare. Because honestly, nightmare is a good jump of gameplay. Because if you like genuinely want to learn the ghost and shit, I recommend you play on pro for a while so you can find out all the evidence for ghosts and then find out like how certain ghosts move and what they do. And then after that, I'd move myself up to fucking nightmare. Like, not how they move, but like certain abilities of the ghosts, or like certain like things certain ghosts do. Like, for a radio example, what I got, it's one of the few ghosts that doesn't gain line of sight speed. So since it doesn't gain line of sight speed, it's an easy ghost to mark out because it has some type of variable to make it go fast, and that variable is electricity. Without electricity, it can't go fast. Well, not electricity, without like items, electrical items. There you go. It can't move fast throughout the house, so it'll basically almost stay the same speed as it hunts the whole time. So it's not a bad ghost. It's a pretty simple one to point out. But when it comes down to like, to me, like finite ghosts, I like hunt against. Honestly, I won't mind hunting against maybe a nice, soothing, maybe yokai. I say out of all ghosts, I enjoy getting yokai probably the most. Cause you know, like with a yokai, they're dumb. They're like the most stupid ghost you can get. At a simple fact, they have no like. They don't move towards electrical items unless they're close to them. So 9 times out of 10, if you're dealing with one, it won't be able to find you when you touch your walkie. That's how you do a yokai test, by the way. When you touch your walkie, the electrical currents, if a ghost can sense it, it'll come towards you. But a yokai, unless it's really close to you, won't sense it at all. So it'll just aimlessly wander trying to find you. Oop, it's a footsie. Footsie. If I had a yokai this game, I could show it, but I sadly don't. Little titty bit. But yeah. Out of all the ghosts, this is one of the few ghosts that hunts only under circumstances. It will be fast. And to me, that makes a good ghost. How many smudges I got? I got one. Actually, why would I drop my camera in there? Should bring it with me. I don't want it to hunt. I just need to really burn the crucifix. So I really just go hide. Let it burn the crucifix and turn off all the damn power. Because if I could go touch the voodoo doll. But if I start a curse hunt, I'm low-key fucked. Out of the simple fact, it's gonna automatically, the crucifix is not gonna stop it. It's gonna automatically spawn in. Because I only have tier 2 crucifixes. If I had tier 3 crucifixes are only crucifixes that can stop a cursed hunt. Which means, say for example, you pick up the music box, right? You throw it in the ghost room with the ghost. Anything below tier 3 crucifix will not stop that ghost from hunting. So the minute you throw it down, what essentially will happen is the ghost will move right over the crucifix and start its hunt, the cursed hunt. While if it's a tier 3, the tier 3 crucifix will burn all of its charges just to stop the hunt. That's another little tidbit if people didn't know that. But let's play with, actually, this is a good learning opportunity too. I'm gonna play with this doll. If I start a hunt, I'm gonna show y'all about how the Raiju doesn't have line of sight. So let's see. I'm trying not to. Next one is gonna for sure hit the heart pin. I got that feeling. Hope he turned off the power. So watch him come. He's not fast at all. He won't gain no line of sight speed. This is gonna be his natural speed the whole time he hunts. Literally his whole speed. You see, he gets no faster. And he just lost me. He's bringing his dumb ass back. He gets no faster. I had a simple fact. Since he's a Raiju, he gets no line of sight build up. Hope I had to use my smudge. Hopefully he doesn't come back. Okay, let me get the fuck up out the house. But yeah, that's how you can tell Raiju. He stayed that same speed the whole time. He never sped up. Oh, don't play with me, door. But yeah, nice little titty bit. Alright, I'm gonna go hide in that closet so I can just get it to burn the crucifix since I have 2 in that house. I got 1 right there in the hallway and I have 1 in this room and I got 2 smudges. So what I'll do is when I need it to just burn the crucifix and I want to make it get over with quick, I'll just sit in a closet or something somewhere dark so it can know I'm in the house. Sometimes it'll just move over the crucifix and start to hunt, but sometimes you get lucky enough and it'll just go ahead and burn the crucifix for you. I could honestly just avoid this shit and say fuck it, I don't want a perfect game, but I honestly want to just go for a perfect game. I'm so used to doing it now, it's like I gotta get a perfect game if I play, or I gotta at least attempt for one. Oh, there you go. Alright, that's my cue to leave. I know what the ghost is, and the ghost knows what I am. So since it's burnt the cruci, I can go ahead and dip out. No problem. Last objective done. The ghost is a Raiju, not an Obake. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. And I left no items in the house either. So this wasn't a bad game. Usually I leave most of the stuff in the house and just go like, oh, well, I'll just get my picture of stuff and go. Nope, not this game. Wasn't a bad game. I got it. Yep, I got a circle. Yep.
Like prepared some jobs for you.
Rye of the Jew. Level 46. Oh, Mario didn't left. Well, it's just me and the party by myself now. That's cool beans. But yeah. Simple little Raiju test. It's not even a Raiju test. It's just a simple way to get a ghost down. Is the easiest way. If you ever play 2 or less evidence, easy way to remember or get a ghost down without having to like go through all the steps of making 100 stuff is to remember forced evidence for certain ghosts. Obake's forced evidence, of course, like I've said earlier, is ultraviolet. Moroi and Deogen's forced is spirit box. Hantu's forced is freezing temperatures. And easy one, that's a forced evidence, but it's not really a forced evidence, but it's a forced evidence by the game's logic. If you're playing 2 or any lower difficulty of like evidence, 2 or less evidence, or no evidence at all, a ghost orb, an extra, like if you get an extra piece of evidence on 2 or 1, it's a ghost orb, automatic mimic. That's mimic's basically forced evidence. Is that ghost orb? It's always going to show that false orb. That's essentially its fault. It's forced evidence. But it's hard to know that when you're playing on 3 evidence. Out of the simple fact, you'll sit there and you'll go like, okay, I have ghost orb, ultraviolet, and freezing temperatures. Okay, that points to a Hantu, right? Or you fuck around and you go like, I got, nah, that's not it. I got freezing temperatures and I got spirit box. It's an Aniro. But the thing is, you have to check for that last piece because of that ghost orb. And when you find that last piece, 9 times out of 10, you think, oh, it's a Hantu. And if you don't sit there and let it hunt, you'll find out. You'll find out when you go and leave the lobby, it's not a Hantu, it's a mimic. Because you didn't sit there and let it hunt. Or you didn't sit there and look for that last piece of evidence to make sure. Because it's like this, when you play, like I say, when you play 2 or less evidence, it's easier to go like, oh yeah, that's a mimic because I have a third evidence, or I have 2 pieces of evidence. Or no evidence, I have a piece of evidence. Easy way to point it out. But when you're playing 3 evidence, it's much harder if you don't go ahead and search for that extra piece of evidence to be just in case, to be right. Just a little tidbit. Just a little tippy tip. Honestly, I could keep streaming for about an hour, but it's like I already know nobody's gonna stop by. I'm finna probably be in here all night by myself. But you know, I can't cry about it. It's just life. Eventually, I hope I have people in my stream more often. But you know, you gotta tough through it. You gotta work through it. It's what comes with the game. You wanna do something, you gotta sit there and take them long hours to grind through it. Even if it hurt, or even if you feel like you're not being acknowledged or recognized, you just gotta grind through it. Because eventually you'll be seen for what you are. Just gotta be patient. Just gotta be patient. It's okay. It's just regular raining. Hopefully, if it ever is over like 10, yeah, it's regular rain. If you ever do thermometer, this is a little tidbit. If you ever hear rain, right, and you don't want to like open the gate or have to look through the thing, you take the temperature, right, and you check the temperature. If it's ever like 8 degrees and it's raining, it's regular rain. But if it's ever like in the teens, it's blood moon. It's blood sky. Easy little tidbit right there too. But yeah, it's just regular rain. I just wish Phasmophobia didn't have such a hacker problem. Like, if it didn't have such a hacker problem, I'd probably play online with random people more often. But it's like, I don't feel like running into a lobby and it's somebody that can fly around and do bullshit. Like, it's like when you first run into that stuff, yeah, it's all ha, that's cool and shit. But after a while, the novelty runs off. It low key like ruins the game to a sense. Like, I don't know. I'm not somebody that goes like I take this game serious, but I take the game serious enough that I find like certain like things not funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I like to kill people with the cursed objects here and there. It's funny here and there, but like to do it constantly though. Like I'm gonna say, do it constantly though. It's kind of like, I don't know. It loses its novelty. Like my next video, What I'm gonna do is Phasmophobia funny moments. Since I have so many clips and funny moments of this game, and I'm gonna do another. I think by now on my Red Dead series, I'm like part 5. I ain't posted Red Dead funny moments in years, but I got some of those whooping ass and shit. Uh, but yeah, I got content coming. I just need to get certain shit together, certain affairs. Um, I ain't gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me coming up the stairs and just hearing that fucking radio go off. Like, I ain't gonna lie, real life. If I came back in the house and I'm by myself and the radio's playing like that, I'd probably automatically leave. I wouldn't even try to do no damn investigation. Because I'm not gonna say like I'm a scary cat or some shit like that, but it's more of like real life. If something like that is happening in front of my eyes, or I'm walking up the stairs into a house and I know it's just me in this house by myself, nobody else, and all of a sudden I hear the radio going off saying some bullshit. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not no wuss, but nigga, you got the game fucked up. I'm not gonna die. But nobody. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drop this stuff off in the room. I'm gonna bring a speaker up there. Might try for not EMF, but try for is there a table in here? Yeah, right here. Set that right here. Set the book right there. Set the EMF right here. What's temperature looking like? 2.8. Just a 2. I'm gonna go get me a speaker. I know with Phasmophobia, they got a whole roadmap of what they're gonna do 2025 and forward. One thing I hope they do is add some more like horror effects to the game. I love Phasmophobia. It's a great game. It's just certain things it lacks in the horror, like horror wise. Like to be honest, the game shouldn't be to a point where you can play this shit by yourself. To me, to an extent, because it's like playing this by myself. It doesn't take the novelty of the game away. All right, let me try Spirit Box. How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? Hope I didn't mean to drop it. How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? How old are you? It's not a talker. Okay. I got a like idea of what this could be. So it's gonna be like this. This ghost is either gonna give me. Let me go ahead and start a party so I can sit and talk to myself in peace. I don't want to talk in game chat. That's risky, especially I'm trying to explain something about a ghost. But you got ghost writing. Ghost root. So plan of action is essentially I was gonna say can't be no Obake, and then leave me that. It has not. It didn't give me no voice. Simple fact, it gave me no voice. And what I'm thinking is so far, because it's like this, I keep leaving the house, and when I walk out the room, it does something. When I'm in there, it's not doing shit. I'm automatically thinking it's a shade. Because I'm thinking what I'm supposed to be getting is EMF 5, and it just didn't hit EMF 5. Because it's like, If I could say spirit box, and it's not a shade, but it could possibly give me dots. But dots, it's not a Goria. See, it's throwing shit in that room. It's probably EMF 5. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take some salt back up there into that room. Cause it'd be like a ghost, like a shade. They'll sit there and go like, you know what? It's not EMF 5. It's probably freezing temperatures. It's probably giving me freezing. The thing is, I just walked back in here. It sounded like it threw something when I walked in. No, it's not freezing. See, yeah. This motherfucker's a shade. The minute I walk out the room, that motherfucker want to go ahead and walk through the slope. That's one thing how you know a ghost if it's a shade or not. It's not gonna be really active when you're in the room, but the minute you walk out that bitch, it's gonna be wanting to act fucking nuts. Like, you'll sit there with the shade the whole time in the room, and it won't do a single thing. It'll just look at you crazy, and it won't even look at you crazy. You just sit in the room or walk out the room and sit outside the room, and then you walk out and walk back in. But the minute you leave that room and you walk out completely, go somewhere completely different, that motherfucker's like it's having a party in that room because you left. So I said that's probably one of my favorite things about a shade. It's not a real active ghost. Look, you see, I put it at the door and it walked. Ooh, the spine bone's right here, perfect. It walked right through that salt. And man, I walked. It threw an event. It threw an event the minute I walked out the house. It's not a shade. But I know what you are now. Off that little shenanigan you just pulled. I'm not a shade, because you wouldn't have just did that shit. Especially if I'm in the room with you. Thought you were a shade, but nah, you're doing bullshit. You wouldn't do that with me in the room. What I'm finna do is I'm finna listen to the hunt pattern. Cause I think it's a demon. Yo, welcome to the stream. Maybe a poulter. I can't fully tell. I didn't get all the evidence I needed. That's what I'm gonna go with though. Also, welcome to the stream. This is probably my last match. You came at me finna end it. Hopefully I'm right. It was a mare.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
That's what the fuck I was thinking. Cause I was like, hey, you tried to hunt me in this dark room. I know for a fact my sanity is not that low. I'm sorry that you joined so late and I'm finna end stream. I stream this shit every day. So if you want to stop by again, I appreciate it also for you stopping by. If you want to, you could not like and subscribe, but subscribe and turn on posties. I'm live every day playing Phasmo, early in the day or late at night. It doesn't matter. I'm just sorry you had to come by so late when I'm finna end it. But hope y'all enjoy the stream and y'all have a good one.